Hi everyone! In this video, we're gonna take a look at this knockoff version of the Marvel Legends Venom Let There Be Carnage. Unlike the first knockoff version, this comes with Symbiote tentacles only. So I got this for 750 pesos, which is around $13.40. And now here's the box. So we don't have the Marvel logo here, but we do have the Hasbro. Then here are the sides. So mine was damaged during shipment here. And then here's the back. Here's the top. And here's the bottom. And now here's Venom. So this one is glossy compared to the first version of the knockoff here. And that's the same case with the original. So the first version is matte, while the Let There Be Carnage version is glossy. And since this has the same body mold as the first version, then we can still see some veins and texture on the body, but it's not that great. But I hope you can see those. And one issue I have is this right forearm, so a part of the pin was removed. But for me it's fine, I'll try to fix it later using hot water. And now let me just show you the entire body again. Here. And now here's the close-up. So for the head, my issue here are the eyes. The right eye was not placed perfectly. Here's the outline of the right eye, but the paint apps was placed outside. That's why it's not aligned here. And these eyes don't have the wavy look and the point at the end, unlike in the original. And the first version of this knockoff is actually better. So you can see the waves. And it's pointy at the end. Here. Let me just show you the side by side. Although the mouth on this one is better for me. The details on the teeth are okay. And the mouth is color red. Unlike here on the first version. And I forgot to mention, this one has a lot of paint chips on the eyes. And then going around this head, here are the sides, here's the back, and here's the top. So there's an excess white here. And then moving on to the body. So I like this thin veiny design more compared to the first version. Apologies, but I don't have the original Venom, but it's still the same. The original first version of Venom has this thick design of the veins. Then moving on, here are the abs. Here's the side of the body. Here are the arms. So again, we have the veins here. Here's the back. Here's the inner side. And here's the left side. Here's the back. Here's the inner side. Then let me just show you the hands. Here. And here's the other side. And then moving on to the back. Here. Here's the back. Then here are the hips. Here are the thighs, the knees and legs. Here are the inner side. Here are the outer side. Here, so you can still see the textures. Here's the back part. So the right thigh has a gap here. And you cannot close it even if we push it up. Although for me this is fine. Then moving on to the legs. And finally we have the feet. Here. And then here's the bottom. So this one has brandings on it. Unlike on the first version of the KO. So we don't have them here. And now let's change the head. So putting this one is hard, and I don't think it will fit without softening the head. So we have to use the blow dry or hot water method. And the peg hole of this one is actually smaller compared to the first version. I hope you can see the difference. And now here's the alternate head. So we have some paint issues on the eyes. And similar with the default one, so we don't have the wavy and sharp look on the eyes. Even the paint apps on the teeth are not that great. That's why for me, the first version looks better. Here. So we have details on the eyes and on the teeth. Here's the difference. But the good thing about this latest one is we have a red color on the mouth and the tongue. And if you notice, this one has a wider open mouth and the tongue is longer. And let's continue. Let's go around this head. Here's the top. And here's the inside of the mouth. And here's the bottom part. And the tongue and jaw are flexible. And now we move to the extra hands. Here's the other side. So putting them are easy. And now here's the close up. So we don't have any issues on this one. Here's the other side. Here. And now the last accessory are these mini Venom tentacles. And I don't have any issues with this one. The paint apps look great. And you can still see this twisting texture all over. So that's nice. Then here's the back. And these are flexible. And let me just quickly show you the close-up. Here. And then here's for the right side of Venom. So here. And now let's put the tentacles on the back. And then let's do the same on the other side. So here. And the good thing is they stay in place. Here. And now here's Venom with the tentacles. And similar with the original, I think the issue here is the position of the heads, which I think it can be resolved using hot water as well, or blow dry. And now let me just show you that we can also use the accessories from the first edition. So putting them is easy. So here. Now for the articulation, the head can look up this far, and it can look down this much. It can look left or right. There's also this tilting movement. But let me just show you the articulation on the alternate head, which is of course the same. Here. And then for the shoulders, they can rotate for 360 degrees. And it can move up this much. And it's the same on the other side, so there's no issue. Here. We also have bicep swivel. The elbows can bend this much. Here. The hands can rotate for 360 degrees. And they can move up and down. That's the same on the other side. Here. And let me just show you that there's no issue on the extra hand as well. Here. They can rotate and move up or down. And that's the same on the other hand. Here. Now for the diaphragm joint, it can move in any direction. But for the basic ones, it can move backwards this far and forward this much. And it can also tilt sideways. And actually mine is a bit loose, as you can see here. Although for me this is fine. And then for the ab crunch, we don't have any issues. Here. Unlike in the first version that I got. So this one doesn't bend. Now for the legs, they can kick forward this high and down this much. And that's the same on the other side, here. And then they can split this wide. And the joint here is also loose. Here. And then moving on, we have an upper thigh cut. The knees can bend this much. That's the same on the other side. And lastly, the feet can move up this far and down this much. We also have an ankle pivot. And that's the same on the other side. Here. And now let me show you the shake test. So again, we have loose joints here and here. So Venom stands around 7.25 inches. And it's 7.5 inches if you include the top part of this tentacle. And now here's the Let There Be Carnage version with the first version knockoff. And now here's the knockoff Venom with an original Spider-Man and the unofficial Venom horse. So overall, I'm still not a fan of the second knockoff version. The joints and paint apps are acceptable, but I still prefer the weapons over the Symbiote tentacles. And I'm talking about the knockoff version that comes with 3 weapons, and not the one that I already reviewed. And that concludes this review. Please do like and share this video, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So thank you for watching, and see you on my next review. Bye!
Wow.